Let's talk about curriculum. So here's what we so often hear, right? Somebody says, what Waldorf homeschooling curriculum should I buy? And the person asking the question usually thinks once they figure that out, they're good to go. They're ready to homeschool. Everything's going to go smoothly. But wait a minute, not so. And today I want to talk about why. Hey there, I'm Jean. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3, enthusiastic Waldorf mentor at Waldorf-Inspired Learning. And I don't publish curriculum. My mission really is to inspire and empower you to create your own curriculum or customize what you have so that you can fashion it to suit the needs of your particular children. So I would venture to guess that we all have bookshelves full of curriculum, full of resources, and that's great, right? But I would also venture to guess that perhaps all those curricula and resources that you have might not be giving you exactly what you want and need. Am I right? Oftentimes we continue searching and searching even after the bookshelves are full. Because we think that finding curriculum and resources for Waldorf homeschooling is the end of the process, right? That's the end goal. Well, I'm here to tell you that what we're searching for is not the perfect curriculum, right? And buying more and more stuff is not the answer. What we're really searching for is a sense of confidence and ease, right? We want to avoid the struggle. And somehow we've allowed ourselves to believe that if we find the perfect curriculum, that the struggle will go away. And it's sort of a fantasy that we have, right? That we'll no longer struggle if we can just find the perfect curriculum. Well, it's not really the case. I'm here to tell you that after 25 years of homeschooling myself and 3 kids, that what we really need to do, this might surprise you, but what we really need to do is just dive in and get on with it, because we learn as we go. Right? We'll learn more about what our children need. We'll learn more about how, what our strengths are, right? And what we can bring to our kids. So stop searching for somebody else to tell you what to do. And instead, here's what I recommend. Learn about the Waldorf approach itself so that you can get creative, right? So that you can design lessons that are exactly what your children need. You can even use some of the resources and curriculum that you already have. So the Waldorf approach to education, and particularly to homeschooling, it goes way beyond the curriculum. The truth is that the most important part of the curriculum actually isn't the plan on the piece of paper. The most important part is what happens between you and your child or your children. So in order to move toward understanding and creating, right, what our children need, the starting point is to understand this method. And from my perspective, there are 3 key principles that you really need to grasp in order to bring lessons to your children in a Waldorf way. And here they are. Here's how this works. Is that you want to be able to understand enough about the Waldorf approach to be able to bring the lessons in the way that you think your children need. So here they are, 3 principles. The first one is the concept of rhythm. And rhythm guides our seasons, our weeks, our months, even our daily life. And the main lesson blocks create a rhythm of learning. That's the first principle, rhythm. The second principle is child development. So if we can understand the different stages of child development, then we can observe our children and know what they might need in this moment or in this phase of their development. So rhythm, stages of child development, and then the third one is the lively arts. And we want to learn how to weave the lively arts into all the lessons and into our daily lives, right? So those are the three principles: rhythm, child development, and the lively arts. Yeah, and rhythm saves the day, Lisa says, for sure, right? It really helps create this strong foundation to get us through our days. So understanding these three principles can really help us as parents to create the learning, the space for learning, and opportunities for our children that will help them grow and learn everything that we can bring them in this moment. What I want you to know is that you can learn to create your own lessons that suit your particular children and your particular family. That's what Steiner had in mind, and actually I want to share a quote with you from Rudolf Steiner about this very thing. Here's what he said. This is a great quote. "Where is the book in which the teacher can read about what teaching is? The children themselves are this book. We should not learn to teach out of any book other than the one lying open before us and consisting of the children themselves." Now, does this mean we should avoid buying curriculum altogether? No, absolutely not. But it might mean that we want to shift our attitudes a little bit, right? To begin to empower ourselves to create our own curriculum with what we already have. So here's another quote from Rudolf Steiner about learning. "Every education is self-education, and as teachers, we can only provide the environment for children's self-education. We have to provide the most favorable conditions where through our agency, children can educate themselves according to their destinies." So I hope this encourages you today to use the curriculum and resources that you already have, or go to the library and find a book that really lights you up, that you want to use for your next main lesson block to bring the learning to your children, or buy resources that are for a particular block you have coming up. Because finding curriculum and resources for Waldorf homeschooling is really only the starting point. So thanks so much for joining me today. If you want to hear more about how I approach Waldorf homeschooling, join me next week for my new free masterclass. It's called The 3 Most Common Mistakes in Waldorf Homeschooling and What to Do Instead. I have 3 different day and time choices. So you can go to Waldorf-InspiredLearning.com/3 mistakes to sign up to register, or click the link above or below this video. I'll add it as soon as the video is over. And I'd love to have you join me. So the 3rd week in January 2019, I'll be offering these master classes. It's a free 60-minute masterclass, and I would love to see you there. Thanks so much for joining me here today, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.